In this video, we are going to learn how we can use Toast controller in Ionic. A Toast controller is used to display a toast notification to the user at the bottom or at the top of the screen. This notification is ideally a small piece of information that the application gives to the user. In the screenshot here, you can see how a toast notification looks like on iOS. To display a toast notification, we use toast controllers, and a toast component is just a subtle notification that appears on top of an app's component. It can be used to display short messages to the user. So now that we know what are toast notifications, let's learn how we can use the toast controller to display toast notifications within our Ionic application. So here we are back inside Visual Studio Code. And the first thing I'll do is create another button inside my application to display the toast notification. I'll change the name of the function that is called when this button is clicked, and let's call this function as showToast, and I'll also change the text on the button. And there we have the new button. Next, we just need to go ahead and create the showToast function inside our TS file. So in here, just after the show loading function, I'll just go ahead and create the showToast function. And just like we had to import the loading controller from @ionic/angular package, we will also have to import the toast controller from the same package. So all you have to do is just go ahead and type in toast controller within the same import statement. Next, we have to inject it into our constructor. So inside the constructor where we are passing in the loading controller, we have to put in a comma, and we can go ahead and type in toast CTRL, put in a colon, and pass in the toast controller as its type. So far everything looks good. Now inside the showToast function, we can go ahead and use the toast CTRL object to display the toast notification. So I'll just go ahead and type in this.toastctrl.create, and just like the create function for the loading controller, the create function of loading controller also expects a JSON object with a number of values. And the first value that we will pass in inside this JSON object is the message, and the message contains the text that is displayed on this toast notification. So I'll just go ahead and type in a random message. I'll put in a comma, and I'll also pass in the duration. So I want this toast notification to be dismissed automatically after 5 seconds or 5000 milliseconds. Since the create function here also returns a promise, we can either choose to use the then function, or we can await this statement and make the showToast function asynchronous, just like how we did with the showLoading function. I'll use the second path, and I'll make the showToast function asynchronous, and here I'll just get a reference using the await keyword. Now I can use the toast object to present this toast to the user. And to do that, I just have to call the present function on the toast object here. Let's save that. And now we can go ahead and click on this second button and see how the notification looks like. As I click on the button, you can see that we have this notification at the bottom, and it disappears after 5 seconds. Along with the message and duration, you can also pass in a color, and by default, the color of the notification was light, but you can pass in any of the available colors in Ionic. So you can pass in primary, secondary, tertiary, and here I'll be passing in dark because the dark notification really pops out. Another parameter that you can pass in is showClose which either takes in the value true or false. If you pass in true here, a close button will be displayed on the notification, which will allow you to dismiss the notification manually. With the value true set for showClose, you can also pass in close button text that takes in a string, and this is the string that will be displayed on the close button in your notification. The last parameter that you can pass in is position, and the value of position can either be top, bottom, or middle. The default value is bottom, but you can also display your notification on the top or in the middle. it is recommended that you display your notifications on the bottom. Let's save that. Let's see how all these properties change how the notification looks like. I'll go ahead and click on this button, and I get this notification which is dark in color and has the button text close. And if I click on this button, the notification is dismissed. And that's how you can use Toast controller to display Toast notifications in your Ionic applications. In the next video, we are going to learn how we can display alerts and prompts in our application using the alert controller.